Hello to all, this is Dr.Neeraj, Assistant Professor. Today I am going to present my topic on disaster and development, a sustainable perspective. Before discussing it fully, it has become essential to know about the definition, or you can say the meaning of the terms. First of all, I want to say that this title contains three major terms. First one is disaster itself, and the second one is development, and the third is sustainable development. So I would like to start with the definition of disaster. It has been defined as any serious disruption in the functioning of the society caused by a hazard having widespread human, material, environmental, and other losses which exceed the ability of the affected society to cope using its own resources. So it has been defined as that any kind of the activity which results into any loss, whether it is economical, financial, psychological, when it causes any kind of the loss, it may be termed as a disaster. And the second term is development. What is development? Development is a kind of the comprehensive social, economical, political process that aims the constant improvement of the well-being of the population and all individuals. So development in short is the progress in the life of the people, in the progress in the state of living of the people. It is a process which has been meant for the betterment and upliftment of the population. So these two terms have been defined. And the third one is sustainable development. Sustainable development. Yes, this term is very important and a very crucial thing which we need in the present scenario, because we are adhering towards the development. We are doing progress, but at which cost we are getting all these things in our life? So I want to define it as sustainable development is that needs of the present without compromising the future of the generations to meet their own needs. So it is not a selfish kind of the approach that you are thinking about yourselves and you are not thinking about the upcoming generations. So it has become essential to do some kind of the sustainable development that may not cause any kind of the hazards, any kind of the risk, any kind of the losses to the future generation. So in a very comprehensive term, it can be defined as sustainable development is based on the socio-cultural development, political, stable and decorum, economic growth and ecosystem protection, which all relate to disaster risk reduction. So, in a nutshell, we can define that a sustainable development is what? Which does not uh, cause any kind of the risk to other. It is called sustainable development, that you are not developing at the risk, at the cost of the something. You are developing in such a sense that nothing can be caused harmoniously in any other life. Major UN conferences such as that has been took place in Rio de Janeiro in 1992, and on the reduction on natural disaster that has taken place in Yokohama in 1994 have stressed that natural disaster cannot be attributed solely due to the you can say the natural causes. Other cause that these kinds of the activities have been happening in the environment due to the man-made activities. you can say the incorrect human conduct is responsible for these hazards and these disasters in our life. So the number of the natural disasters have been increasing on account of the urbanization and growth. We are cutting the trees, we are just destroying the nature, and what result we are facing in our life, that is quite obvious to all. Are we moving toward development? Is it the real development for which we are striving a lot from a time memorial? The question arises in our mind that which kind of development we are moving towards is a real development or a commercial one. So the answer is obvious. I am pretty sure that you all will agree with me that we are moving towards the commercial development. We are cutting the trees, we are making the, you can see the high storied buildings. We are not thinking about whether this land is you can say appropriate for making such kind of the sky reaching buildings or not, but we are making that because it is very profitable. We are living in the commercial area, and it is quite you can say people think necessary to earn the money to make a livelihood, whether it is at the risk of the people's life or not. So development has to continue. We are not denying the fact that we should not do growth, we should not uh, you can say do some activities which can cause development in our life, but with due concern for the environment protection. Are we concerning, are we are caring for the environment? Is environment in our concern view, whether we are thinking about it or not, should be our concern. That what kind of activities, what kind of things we are doing, which results we have to face in the field of the environmental issues. So, science and technology can be fruitfully employed to control disasters such as environmentally sustainable disposal of the nuclear and radioactive waste, development of the non-conventional energy sources such as the biofuel. There are the many things. Science and technology has been used to, you can say, maintain whether we can do a sustainable development. There is a old saying, I think you will agree with me, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Prevention is possible only when mitigation aspects are incorporated in the development planning process. When we think that what will be the causes of its disasters resulting from natural hazards such as flood, cyclone, drought, earthquake, fire, and many other. There are many kinds of the hazards, there are many kinds of the disasters resulting through the natural activities and the man-made processes. So in this video, I would like to find out through the some material which I have collected here, how to apply sustainable development principles to our disaster preparedness and activities. So very first is access your risk and vulnerabilities. What it means that what are the hazards, so we should know about it, what kind of the hazards are there and how can they affect us, how sensitive you and your area are um, to face these hazards, and what will be the impact of such kind of the disasters and hazards on your social, economical, and the psychological aspect. And the second thing, second activity we can do, that reduce your disaster risk. That means taking action to prevent. How can we prevent this adverse condition to make our life suitable, make our life peaceful and calmful, to enhance our resilience and adaptation. And the next one is plan your disaster response. That you should get ready, that if you have to face such kind of you can say situation, that what will be your effort to face such kind of things. So clear and coordinated strategies are must to deal with such conditions. And you can say that you should, as you should make some emergency kit, that if you have to face such kind of things, that what kind of things you can do. And the next one is learn from your disaster experience. If you are not learning from your previous experiences and you are repeating those things in again and again in your life, so it is just a sign of stupidity. So you should learn from your past experiences, reflecting on what worked and what did not work in such kind of condition. And the next one is build back better, using recovery process as an opportunity to restore and improve your social and environmental conditions. And the next one, prepare for the next disaster, because disasters and risk are very vulnerable, and you should do some assessment that what kind of strategies you should have to deal with those kinds of disaster in your life. So this is my video on disaster and development, a sustainable perspective. If we want to grow, if you want to have some development in our life, it should not be at the risk of the future generation benefits, progress. We should collect the things, keeping in mind this fact whether it is useful for not only for us but for the all also. So I hope you will like this video. Thank you very much.